So we just finished 2 days together. We tried to get the whole company to come down to South Florida to our office in Delray Beach. And I think we got about a third of the people were able to make it. The reason I wanted to do this, we did it once before and it was more like just hanging out, like a little bit of a party. Differently this time was because it's important to me that everybody feels connected and that they feel that they're part of a team. There's some people that we have people in St. Louis, we have people in South Carolina, we have people in New Jersey, people in Florida. Where else? I think maybe there's other locations, but we don't really get to see each other very often. Since COVID, it's been like pretty much virtual. And plus there's more people coming on. The Florida office is growing and we have some new people in Jersey. The thing is everybody, to me, the most important thing aside from the technology, obviously we're in the IT business, so we have to be able to solve problems. But the thing is a bit bigger than that, like everything at a higher level than that, is that our team feels a sense of camaraderie, a sense of similar minds, and that we're all moving together with the same vision, for the same reasons, and that everybody feels like they have each other's back. That's a very hard thing to create. So about 10 years ago, maybe it was more, when I merged my company, which was just a very small consulting company, there was only 4 people, including me, with a company called Mindcore. That was overnight exponential growth. We went from 4 people to about 20 people. 2 years later, we did an acquisition of 2 more companies, and I think at our peak we had about 40 or 45 people. We were a really, really big company. But at that time, the culture in the company was terrible. It wasn't because I didn't want it to be healthy. It was because the people that had come together through all those mergers, they were very, very unlike in their mindset. There were people that were toxic. There were people that just wanted us to fail. There were people that were going out of their way to ensure that we were not successful. Now you're going back 10 years or something like that. I always had the vision of creating like a family in the business and being able to foster an environment where everybody actually wanted to come to work for more than just a paycheck. And I always felt like that because I always wanted that. So in a weird way, I'm just basically manifesting for everybody that's in the company today what I really only ever wanted when I ever worked for any other company. People talk about culture. I go to workshops and everybody talks about culture, but the thing is, are you able to put a culture in place that actually has meaning, and then to bring people into the company where the culture actually begins to live and breathe, and the culture has a life and everybody feels it and everybody's in alignment. Over the past 10 years, a lot of people have come and gone, but one of the things that I was able to do was put into place what I believe were the core values that meant a lot to me. And so we have them. There's about 10 or 12 of them, which is probably more than you're even supposed to have. And then we began to not hold on to people anymore that were out of alignment with the culture, and then to try and bring people in that were more in alignment with it. So finally now, after all these years, we actually have a group of people that all feel like they want the same thing for the business, the same thing for the customers, same thing for each other. And all of a sudden, it feels like the resistance is, to me, I can only speak for myself, and I think people have said similar things to me in their own way. We don't have resistance. We are all really here for the same reason. The clients are feeling it, the experience, everybody that works in the company is feeling it, and now when we bring even new people in, every single new person that we bring in is an opportunity for us to take that team to the next level and the next level. And everybody we bring in, if everybody's here right now and I bring in somebody who's here, not just technically, but mindset wise, but their persistence and their dedication and their commitment, they'll continue to raise the bar. It's no different than Michael Jordan when he played basketball. That everybody on that team, the Bulls, they were superstars, but because of his mindset, everybody had to show up differently, and they did, and it just became a whole other level of like crazy success. So by bringing everybody together over the past 2 days, it was an opportunity for me to bring in some speakers who were very motivating. We had 3 very motivational people. I spoke, a few other people in the company spoke, but we were all together. The vibe was good. We were eating together. We were drinking together. We were learning together. We were going out and doing stuff together. And for me, this was the first time, and it's gotta be 10 years, that I finally felt that, oh shit, we got it. We made it. Like, we got to where I've been trying to get us to. And that doesn't mean anything other than now we got here, so now where else can we go together? It means a lot. I don't mean it doesn't mean anything. It means a lot that we got here, but we can't just stop. If we just stop here, it's like, okay, cool, we made it. But we didn't make it. We finally got to the vision, and now the vision just changes. Now we go higher and higher and farther together. And that's what it's become about for me. It's not, we all want to make more money. We all want to grow the company. So that never stops being the case, and everybody wants to be successful together. But at a certain point, and I'm at the point, I can't speak for everybody else, but it really has become, what are we capable of? What is the potential we have? Which I don't think there is any actual end to the potential that we've got. The way we can find out how far we can go together is by continuing to push. There's a word I'm trying to think of. It came up over the weekend. Is everybody willing to sacrifice just a little bit to, and sacrifice is time with your kids, time with your spouse, is time, whatever. It is sacrifice. But if you want to reach goals that you have and maybe exceed those goals and find out what you're truly capable of, then as I learned from one of our speakers, he called it touch the curtain. When you reach a wall and you think you've gone as far as you can go, if you just push on it, you might realize it's just a curtain and you can poke through it and you can keep on going. We heard that, I was like, wow, I never thought of it like that. And that's what us all coming together for this 2-day retreat. So we were in South Florida, a place called the Waterstone. It was beautiful. But I was able to use, thankfully, the means that the company has to put everybody in a spot where they were going to feel good no matter what. We're in Boca Raton by the inlet where the ocean comes in, and sitting outside in the back eating and drinking. So I was able to give everybody the canvas to feel good, but it was up to them to decide what they were going to do with the experience. And so far what it seems like is everybody took a lot out of it. And what I hope doesn't happen is everybody goes back home, and like any other kind of conference or something, you get together and you have a good time and you learn a lot, you just go back to business as usual. We're going to go back to business as usual tomorrow, actually on Monday. But is business as usual going to be this? Is the mindset shift that you experienced or that they experienced or the mindset? I guess it was an experience. It was just information that got people motivated and inspired. Can they carry that with them? Can they continue to motivate themselves? And that's the trick. It's not easy to do, but we're going to try and do this on a regular basis as we continue to grow. We may even do it twice a year. So for me, it was a triumph. It was like really reaching a point that I had been dreaming about for years, and now I have a new dream. The new dream is to grow the team bigger, to continue to bring on people that are just better and better so that we all get better and better, and to enable everybody to have an environment that by being in it, it gives them the opportunity to reach their own potential and to continue to strive so that they can reach their own dreams and achieve their goals.